All right, it's back. We're back again for the sports dailies or the sports paper review, definitely. And who else do we have but Ben Alaya in the studios with us, who's the editor-in-chief of SportsDay, to take us through what's making the rounds on the pages of the sports papers today. And yes, great to have you once again. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you, Tunde, and everybody.
Okay.
A delight to be here.
Yeah, you got to us tonight. Say everybody. You said Tunde, say yeah, me, I said everybody.
Because you're 3 in 1.
Ben has already started bringing up issues. Issues already. That's better like issues. Friday. Always a delight to have Ben around on Fridays. Let's begin with the complete sports newspaper. That's the one. Let me just say close to you, Ben. Looking around, particularly the African games. Which of the results got you talking?
I think athletics, they've shown very, very high performance, and it shows that the high performance center at the University of Port Harcourt is really working. I heard Nisiama when he was, praising the stuff. I think we can do better if we sustain the high performance centers training. And I think that with Alassane Yakmout as the DG of the National Sports Commission, I'm sure he's an athlete who later became an administrator and is doing very well. He will surely look for the money and to sustain it so that at the Olympics, I won't be surprised if Nigeria shocks the world.
Fantastic. But I still want you to talk about the Super Falcons. The national under-23 team, the Dream Team 6, they got a bronze medal, but the Super Falcons again lost to Côte d'Ivoire. These are times for us to start getting worried and start getting to work with that team.
The Super Falcons are shocking me because before now, any African team that comes to play Nigeria, you are sure they were the best national team. They were the best national team in Africa. Nowadays, everybody, Equatorial Guinea will beat us, Côte d'Ivoire will beat us, Congo, Cameroon, South Africa. Something is wrong with our women's football, and we need to wake up to the reality that something is wrong. And I think it has to start from the coaching staff. Who are the coaching staff? Is Danjuma good enough to lead the team, or we go for the former coaches who were so successful with the team, or we go for a foreign coach, or what really is the problem? Questions. We need to ask the head of women's football in Nigeria, Mrs. Dilichukwu Onyedinma, that what is wrong? Because I'm sure elections into that body are around the corner, and something has to be done to revive our women's football. Because we are not going to the Olympics. It's shocking. The World Cup, I'm not sure. I think we need to really wake up. For the under-23 side, they woke up to pin the bronze. Like I will always say, to me, it's a work in progress. CRCN needs to overhaul the team again and get the team really prepared for the Olympic qualifiers in Senegal if we don't want to have the shock that...
Don't you think it's good is happening now? What if we think that team is invincible?
Fantastic.
Like
it's good that it is happening now.
We thought they were
and don't forget that the Olympics qualifier is not on the calendar of FIFA, so we may not have...
We still have that problem.
That problem of foreign-based players, coming to join the team. So he has to work with what he has and then maybe look around. The league is on now, and there are a lot of good players who didn't go to the Olympics, who are within the age range that they can bring in to, make the team stronger for the Olympic qualifier. We must just be at the Olympics. And I keep saying it and insisting, don't call them the dream team yet. If they win the Olympic gold, you start calling them the dream team. They are just the other 23 national team.
Ben that said it, they are not dream team yet. I have a very good friend I know is watching. He's a part of the national under-23 team.
Okay,
Ben Alaya says we should.
They couldn't even win the African Games gold, so why call them
what?
National under-23 team. No, national under-23 team.
Okay. All right, that's the gospel according to Ben. So we'll move on. Today's Sporting Live, a lot of interesting stories. But this one particularly interests me. Not the little story, but it's tucked in somewhere on the right-hand side. Talking about Victor Moses. And after one game, his coach is already saying Moses is a class player. I don't know if that surprises you. Just one game.
No, I've always known that Moses is a class player. Bearing injuries.
Yeah,
that's always plagued him. Even with the national team, you can hardly find a striker who's quicker than him. He's very quick on the wings on both right and left. So he's a class player. He's a class act any day on his good day. So the coach is spot on that. And I think that now the pressure is on Sunday Olise because I saw him. He was even at the stadium when Moses played, and it was fantastic. That goal that he scored, I believe he still scored that goal because he hit the crossbar and somebody just tucked it in. It was fantastic, and I think now pressure is on Olise to bring these class players in because we have, like I said last week, we have our backs to the wall. If Egypt is winning 5-way away to Chad that we managed to beat 2-0 here, we need to bring our best.
Okay, talking about Sunday Olise, I'm talking about pressure. There's a story on page 6 that it's like a follow-up to what you just said. Odion Igalo eyes Eagles recall. That story is on page 6.
He's scoring. Why not?
Yeah.
He should be in the team. If Emmanuel Emenike is not scoring and Odion Igalo is scoring, come on, let Emmanuel rest. Let Odion Igalo come and play. He's an out-and-out striker, and he's good, and he's playing in the Premier League. What else do you need to prove that he's a good striker? He scored last week, and I think if he's lucky this week, he may score again. So these are the things we said.
Been consistent for the past 1 year.
Very, very consistent. He practically helped Watford into the Premier League. He was the highest goal scorer. So we don't need to tell Olise does not need a soothsayer to ask him to bring in that guy.
All right, okay.
All right, so let's look at Sports Day. What I have here, well, loads of stories from the UEFA Europa League, and of course, taking a look at what's going to be happening. That's the big one for the English Premier League. The big story there, Mourinho saying we can beat Arsenal. I don't think I want us to put the plug on that, but there's another one just by the side on page 4, Iheanacho on EPL's most promising list with the rider there. British tabloid rates Man City kid high.
So, yeah, you know, last week we were talking about Iheanacho here when he said he wants the coach to play him regularly, and the coach, as if he was listening, featured him, and on the nick of time, the game was almost going to end goalless. He scored. And it shows you the quality of player that he is. And I think he has proven to the coach now that he's not only a promising player, he's a superstar already. But my prayer is that it doesn't get into his head, because that's the average Nigerian player. You know, the Ronaldos of this world, I learned, they are always the first to go to the training ground, and they are the last to leave. That is discipline. And that is why Ronaldo can score 5 goals in a game. It's amazing. The same thing with all the big stars that you know. So the Nigerian player should imbibe that spirit of discipline. Go and train even when the coach is not training you. It makes you extra, it gives you that extra energy to.
And when you're disciplined, it's not as if you're afraid of the coach.
No,
it's going to do you a lot of good because you're going to be informed.
You're a professional. Yeah, that's it. And the coach will see it in you. Even at training, you outpace your other players.
There's another one. Mikel faces fresh Chelsea threat. That's on page 4. Well, I don't know. Mikel for me is someone who you definitely we'll put him on the spotlight every now and then. But for him, it doesn't really matter what happens. He's in Chelsea. He plays. He doesn't play.
He started the game last week, so which trade are they talking about? Or is SportsDay talking about? That's SportsDay. But it's okay. They are analyzing.
No, that was his paper. So I was coming up for review. But you guys, after, because maybe they're considering the fact that I didn't start the game against Maccabi Tel Aviv.
Start the game against Maccabi
of course,
Tel
some young players.
This man is doing what they call in a Greek shifting cultivation. He plays this set of players. He has that team is made up of a whole lot of superstars, and some of them must have playing time. Yeah. If you are playing against a weaker side, you parade the squad that you are sure they will win at. I think that's what happened.
All right. We wish Mikel the very best in his journey through the season in the English Premier League. All right, what we'll be doing now? Let's look at the issues surrounding Jerome Valk, guys. That's one that is really heating things up right now in FIFA. We know that he's been, in the news in and out, over the corruption scandal that has been rocking the FIFA organization, and he said, well, I'm clean. I mean, I don't have any case to answer. Some of these allegations they're leveling against me, I don't know much about it. I'm just doing what I'm being told.
FIFA has asked him to step aside. Technically, he's on suspension. He's been relieved of all duties. That's the official statement coming from FIFA. He's been relieved of all duties. But what's interesting to me is that he still maintains that all those things are fabricated. Even though the FIFA statement claims that those allegations are serious enough to warrant him being told to just step aside. And technically, to me, that's suspension.
Okay, let's just run through that. Okay, that statement with Ben Alaya. Don't you think that telling him you're suspended is as good as saying, now we want you to just shut up?
It's part of it. You see, the whole gamut that is happening in FIFA now is very... you know, FIFA is the richest organization in the world. And so it's difficult to work there without being corrupted, except if you are very, very above. But look at a lot of the guys that we used to respect who comes here to come and inspect our facilities for just junior tournaments, and they shout at us, and we get scared. And it's now even clear that a lot of them may have even benefited from the Nigerian system that we may not have known. So that they are asking Jerome Valcke to step aside. It's also to ask him not only to shut up, that is no longer needed, because don't forget that there's going to be a clean sweep in FIFA, because even the president has said, Blatter has said, he's stepping aside. So everybody who is in the system should also step aside so that there will be a new face of FIFA. Because people must respect the organization, because the English, we need people like who are clean, so to speak, like the Michel Platini.
And it looks like somebody is cutting the tall trees, and the picture is getting clearer. We're having a clear view. But it's amazing that nobody in UEFA, I still don't understand, but from all other confederations, people are getting into trouble. But UEFA, I don't know.
UEFA is clean. I think UEFA is a bit... Michel Platini has so far been able to hold UEFA together as a body. And that is why all hands are pointing at him as the man who can help revive, you know, the credibility of FIFA that everybody used to know.
All right, we'll wait and see how it all pans out in the coming days and weeks. So thank you so much, Ben, for spending time with us today on the show. And we hope we'll have you again soon, very soon.
Ben will be back. Ben will be back on Friday.
Yes. Always a delight to be here. You know. I enjoy staying with you guys. You know, sports is my life, my passion.
I know. And Cecilia will be back too.
Hopefully, yeah. And then she will give me the hug I want.
We'll get some fresh news. And that's it. Thank you so much, Ben. But stay with us as we run through match day 30 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. So much to talk about. The league has been competitive this season, and when you get to match day 30, it's about that time to start picking all the points, because we're counting down.
8 matches left. That's it on screen. Giwa takes on Sharks. At some point they appointed Manu Gaba. At some point they didn't appoint Manu Gaba. That was what happened yesterday. All right, Dolphins take on FC Taraba. El Kanemi Warriors takes on Eyimba. Eyimba still on top of the league. Wiki Tourists take on Bayelsa United. Heartland take on Lobby Stars. Shooting Stars, also known as 3SC, take on Arsenal Konakman's Aqua United. National FC takes on Rangers International. Kwara United takes on Sunshine Stars. So these are some of the fixtures for you. And you also have it. Habia Warriors takes on Warri Wolves, and Ifeanyi Uba takes on Kano Pillars.
All right. Good luck to all the teams in the Nigeria Professional Football League.